Life is too short. We'll get started just in a moment here. I had to jump on quick and I'm here to share this story with you. It's going to be really fun. I'll wait for people to jump into chat. And as soon as they do, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll give a few seconds here. So I didn't get a chance to post this at all. So there's probably going to be a lot of people that are not going to see it. Hi, Craig. Hi, Craig. Hi, Peter. Great to see you guys on here. We'll give it just a few more seconds. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. Great to see you on here. Hi, Jody. Hi, John Tier. Appreciate you guys. Jasmine, Lisa Marie, Scott, Coach Bob. Here they come. Arthur, Ola, Melody, Craig Poston. We'll take just a couple more seconds here. Thank you, Craig. Thank you for posting that. Appreciate you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Love the hat. Yeah, Matt got that for me, man. Hello, buddy. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a blessed day. And today's title is Life is Too Short. Life is Too Short. And I think that everyone that watches this video live or recorded, it's like we all are constantly mentally. I'll be 62 in February. And, we all heard this phrase, from people that are older, is that, wow, man, just time flies. It just really, really, really flies. And one of the things that I want to share in this Life is Too Short is I want every one of you to sort of think a majority of the people on the planet will do nothing but just what other people tell them to do. Right? So it's this unrealistic expectations where we're trying to get approval and get attaboys or I'm proud of you or even on a relationship, I love you. And what we do is we have a tendency of spending all of our time doing things that gives us no joy, gives us no fulfillment, gives us no excitement. And we don't realize that we just went through life, just doing habits over and over and over again. And before you know it, a week's gone, a month's gone, a year's gone, years are gone. And we don't really understand why we're not willing to try something other than what everyone just does. But I can tell you right now, regardless of your age, you figure out what you want in life by finding out things that you don't want. I was just recently talking to Marcus Setta, a dear friend of mine, and me and him were talking. And I was going back and forth with him where, the reason that I believe I'm fulfilled in my life right now and things are going the way that I want them to go is because I just refuse to do things that others done just for the sake of doing them. You know what I mean? One of the dangerous phrases ever said, you can look this up on Google, is this is the way it's always been done. This is the way things have always been done. And I brought up too in the glory days is people look at their most fulfilled moment of their life and they don't want to leave that moment. So, here the world's changing and AI is changing and everything's changing. And the world is changing the way that we do business, the way that we communicate, everything's changing right now at warp speed. And what people do is this consistently of hanging on to things that just don't matter anymore. I'll never forget my mentor when I was really young. It's like this was Roger Penske. And he goes, listen, Robert, I want you to hang on. He brought me in front of the room and he handed me 2 dry erase. Hey, I'm old. 2 dry erase markers, right? And so he hands both deals to me and he tells me to hold my hands out. And then he grabs a marker and he looks at me and he says, Robert, I'm going to throw this marker at you, but I don't want you cannot slam the erasers together to grab onto the chalk. It was chalk, not marker. And he goes, I said, okay. And so he purposely had me hold my hands out. and he purposely threw it toward my right hand. And what I did is I let go of the eraser and grabbed onto the chalk. And his whole thing that he wanted to prove to me is he goes, Robert, you're not going to get the greatest things in life if you keep hanging on to things that are not part of the equation anymore. It's not part of the formula anymore. It's not what we do anymore. So he says, if you don't learn to change and change fast, because every year they come up with new rules, they outlaw things that we no longer, can use. We have to change suspension parts. We have to change the way the frame is. We got to change body parts. We got to change the motor. It's like everything is in a constant flux of change. And so what I see with people all the time is life's too short for you to be constantly stressed out doing things you don't enjoy. You don't enjoy. You don't enjoy. And you're just doing those things hoping that the world is going to somehow come into play where all of a sudden the things that you used to do are now back, right? We always make this big thing out with styling, with clothes. And it's like, wow, bell bottoms are back. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to have my family rely on things that used to be coming back into style. It's like, it's funny because I talked to an old friend of mine. His name is David. And you guys seen videos of the drag car, right? That I have. So that really, he did all the work on that. I was just honestly just blessed to be a part of it, right? And he's the one that worked on it day and night, day and night, day and night. And it's so funny to see him mentally live in the same state of mind is, for lack of better words, where I left him. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, when I moved from being a mechanic to a drag racer, to all of a sudden wanting to be a car owner or a person that actually owned cars that won races, which I was blessed to do, be a part of that. And then what you do is you just keep chiseling off things. Sometimes when people read my book and they talk to me, they go, my God, Robert, it's like, what haven't you done? What haven't you done? And my response, a lot. There's a lot of things I've never done. But to me, I mean, to them, I've done a lot of things. And it's because I go into it. I love focusing, getting the best results I can out of it. And then I say, you know what? I don't see myself doing this, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. And I got to give a lot of kudos to my son, Matthew. He is constantly getting me in the mindset, Dad, I know there's things that you love to do and you're going to consistently do that. What we need to do is figure out where are we going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And one of the things that I know of for a fact is helping people. If there's anything I could share with you, I'd love to just give you awareness. If you realize that I believe that we live in the best times that there's ever been, 61 years of age, there's never been a better time than right now. Everything a person needs to know or do is available online. Everything. Now, whether or not you'll do it, that's a video that I did. It's easier not to do than do. But there's really no lack of knowledge or wisdom or people that are documented and helping other people change. There's no lack of that. There's none. It's just the lack of people going, you know what? I won't do it, or I don't believe I can do it because I'm doing all these things that are not working. See, that's not what they're saying, but that is what they're doing. Robert, you don't understand. I have this in my head. I want to do this, and this is how this is going to happen. And then I'm going to do this and this, and then this and this. And then I go, okay, so how's that working for you? It's not. Then why don't you just walk away? Why can't you just say, I'm not no longer doing those things? And what I said to Mark was really cool. I said, when I got involved in my daily choice, here's what I mentally did. And you asked Matt and Craig, they wasn't happy about this. When I made a decision to help Terry with my daily choice, it didn't take me long to stop doing everything that had to do with my brand. Just stop. Let's shut down the servers. Let's shut down everything. Let's get rid of everything. And I'll just redo the videos in this present time with the new knowledge and the new wisdom I have. And let's give it all away. Let's give my book away, roberthollis.com/free. Let's give away my videos. Let's give away the training. Let's give away everything. Let's make it an irresistible offer. And I continue racking my brain, honestly, going, is there something that I missed? Is there a subject that I didn't talk about? Is there something that I didn't come across with? And now between the video that I do every day, which is this one, and then, the podcast that we do tomorrow at 2:00, 1:00 Pacific, and then also the inner circle, I'm not aware. If you think that of something that I didn't cover, please reach out to me and contact me and go, Robert, I don't think you covered this. Robert, I don't think you covered this. Now people will see my videos, but they won't watch them. And when they watch them, they don't apply or execute what I tell them to do. So then they still think that they still don't know it. And I just don't want any of you to sort of go, the last days of your life going, wow, now that it's over, I just still don't know what to do. I still don't know what to say. See, I believe it's okay to say, I do know what to do, and I've decided not to do it. Because in your mind, if you're constantly saying you don't know what you need to know, you don't know, I'm stuck, which I mean, being stuck is uninspired. But life is just too short, the title of this video, to constantly be paying. It's the thought that came to my mind, so I'm just going to say it. This mental masturbation. That's what it is. It's just this constant mental masturbation that you just keep playing with yourself, and you just keep mentally believing that I don't know, and maybe, and I'm sort of stuck here, and I got to get over this trauma, and I got to do this, and I don't have this, and it takes me so long. It's this constant little BBs dropping around our head, bouncing all over the place. And life is too short for you not to just learn lessons, which a lot of people call failure. If there's anything that I could tell anyone, I say this to my sons, is why not just focus on what gives you joy? Why not just focus on what fulfills you and see where that takes you? If at one time you say, wow, I went down that rabbit hole a little bit, and I don't want to do that. I don't see myself doing this. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Find something else. Find something else. Come up with, other things and other hobbies and other things that you can do. When people ask for their passion or their purpose, or, what's the meaning of life? Why am I here? I would rather do millions of things that I found out I didn't want, instead of dying saying I never found my passion. I never found my purpose. Because for me, it's pretty simple, right? For me, It's learning new things that I execute, that I get results or no results on. And then what I do is I share that wisdom to how I got to that treasure with other people. If they want to apply it, they can. I don't care. And I used to. I used to go, man, you can ask Matthew this, my wife this. I used to say, man, I've given them everything that I know, and they just won't do it. Now I know that I could stand in front of my maker, if that's what you believe. And I just want a lot of people that I didn't know that actually watched the videos and thought, man, I'd rather get this done now than before I die. I'm going to execute this stuff and I'm going to get results and make an impact. You know what I mean? And I'd rather be one of those individuals that are die trying, you know what I mean? Consistently die doing, die trying, than sit around and just have, the days and the weeks and the months and the years roll by, being in the same position, if not worse. Holy crap. That makes me want to throw up. So, yeah, I guess the last thing I'll share with you is people go, hey, is there any couple of words that you could give me to motivate me, inspire me? Yeah, I'll give them to you. You're going to die. You're going to die. So find out what your muse is, find out what your fulfillment is, figure out what your joy is. For me, it's always helping people. It's always whatever I can do to help another human being not make mistakes or not know what to do. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, here's the answers. Here's all the answers. Here's what I found out. It's worked for me for 37 years. It's worked for me my whole life. And I believe in you. I know you can do it. If no one's ever given you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. And I just love and appreciate you. I just love and appreciate you. Do me a huge favor and share this video with others. So we'll talk to you soon, and bye for now. Thank you, Bill Shoemaker, for being a super chatter. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much.